Hello again everyone. In this video tutorial we are going to solve this given cubic equation in a really simple way, in a step-by-step approach, and eventually we're going to check our answer as well. In the very first step we're going to look for possible solutions. So the very first thing you need to do is I want you to look for your leading coefficient is what? Which is of course going to be a 1. Now I want you to put down this leading coefficient. I want you to put down this part as Q, and on this side, this number, you see this one over here, I want to say P. So what we got right now, P over Q is going to be how much? 3 over 1, which is going to give you what? 3. So our possible solutions gonna be what? It's gonna be a positive 1, negative 1, positive 3, and what? Negative 3. However, if you have watched my previous videos, those videos state what? That if you add all these coefficients, this coefficient, this one, and these coefficients, if you add them up, then if their sum is equal to 0, then one of the solution is going to be 1, x equal to 1. As you can see that when you add these coefficients, they do not yield 0. So that means x equal to 1 is not going to be our solution. So we're going to rule out this thing. So 1 is not our solution. The other one rule was what? If you add these alternative numbers, alternative coefficient, this one and these ones, this 1 and 2 give you what? 3, and this negative 4 and 3 give you negative 1. Since these two numbers are not same, so that means our next x equal to negative 1 is not our solution as well. So we ruled out two possible these numbers. So 1 can't be our solution and negative 1 can't be our solution. So now we are pinning our hope on only these 3 and negative 3. So now let's go ahead and try 3. So in step 2 we're going to be using synthetic division. I put down all these coefficients right up here, 1, negative 4, 2, and 3, and the number that we're going to be testing is x equal to 3. So let's see what happens. So first of all, I want to make sure you leave that 1 as it is. 1 is not going to change. Now the next thing what I want you to do is I want you to multiply 3 times 1. That's going to give you what? 3. You add them up right here. So that's going to give you negative 1. Once again, I want you to multiply 3 diagonally with the negative 1. That's going to give you negative 3. So that turns out to be what? Negative 1 when you add these two numbers. So next thing, again, multiply 3 with negative 1 diagonally again. That's going to give us what? Negative 3. 3 and negative 3 is going to give us what? 0. 0 is our remainder. Always remember, when the remainder is 0, that means this whatever number 3 is, of course this is one of our solutions. So we figured out that means what? X equals to 3 is one of our solutions. Just keep in your mind. So now next thing what we want to do is I want you to just, now this is going to become what? X squared. This is x, and this term, this number is without x. So that's going to give us what? So this is going to become 1x squared minus 1x, and then this is negative 1 equal to what? 0. And now we're gonna solve for x, this quadratic equation. So now we're gonna be using this quadratic formula that you can see on the right hand side. So in this case, in this quadratic equation, a equals to 1, b equals to -1, and c equal to -1 as well. So x equal to minus b means negative times -1 plus b squared is going to be what? -1 square minus 4 times a is 1, c is -1, divided by 2 times a is 1. So the next is going to become what? Negative and negative becomes +1, positive or negative. That's -1 squared is going to be 1. And this negative and negative become +4 divided by 2. So next thing is gonna be simply 1 positive or negative square root of 5 over 2. So we can split this thing up. 1 plus 5 over 2. This is one of the solutions, x equal to this one, and the other one is gonna be x equal to 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2. These are two solutions. Thus our complete solution set is gonna be what? Now you know that at the previous step we already figured out x equal to 3 is one of our solutions. The next are what? 1 plus square root of 5 over 2, and then 1 minus square root of 5 over 2. So these are our three solutions. And our final step is this thing. The final step, we want to check our answer. So the very first step I want you to do is I want you to add our whatever three solutions we got. What our three solutions are? What? 3 plus 1 over 2 plus square root of 5 over 2, and then plus 1 over 2 minus square root of 5 over 2. Ask yourself, is it equal to minus b over a? Now you might be wondering what is a and what is b. In our original cube equation, this coefficient is your a, this number is your b, this is c, and this is what? D. Now that means minus b over a is going to be simply what? Negative, and then b is -4 over a is 1. So negative and negative become +4 over 1 equals to 4. So that means negative b over a turns out to be 4. Now we're going to check on the left hand side what that's going to lead. Let's see what happens. Okay, over here this negative square root of 5 over 2 and this positive square root of 5 over 2, they cancel out. So what we ended up with 3 plus 1 over 2. This 1 over 2 and 1 over 2 is going to give you what? 1. So 3 plus 1, that means 4 equals to 4. Are they same? Yes, the left hand side equal to right hand side. That means yes. That means we check our answer. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.